Hey y'all, this is Celtic Skull Beer Reviews. We're doing the Fat Tire Ale, and this is from Fort Collins, Colorado. It is from New Belgium Brewing.
We are redoing this beer. Yesterday, this beer was part of our first blooper, by the way. But
We wanted to have a little goofy video for y'all.
Yeah.
Thought y'all would like that. But we're gonna review this one, a serious review.
a serious review of this beer. Yes, sir.
All right.
Pour in the glass for y'all. Nice copper colored beer. Nice amber colored. Fresh, frosty mug.
There's quite a bit of carbonation, as you could probably tell from our first video, but not as much as in this one.
No, it's definitely a great beer, a classic. You can't really go wrong with the Fat Tire Ale. Great beer.
I say it's got a very distinctive aftertaste.
It
you
does.
you can really tell it's an ale with the aftertaste. The color's great. It produces a lot of foam at the
and
top.
foam, yeah.
It's a high gravity beer if you can't tell.
It almost Fat Tire Ale. It almost reminds me of Yuengling traditional lager, and that's one of my favorite beers. So, since this one tastes very similar, I could say this is definitely this is a repeat beer for me. I definitely go back to it.
Absolutely. If you guys see this at the place, where you're at locally, pick up a 6-pack of this stuff. It's really good. It comes in the cans, and the cans, believe it or not, have a lot more carbonation. And this speaks for most beers, not all beers, but the cans usually have a lot more better carbonation to them.
Yeah, that's a good topic, Jonathan. I want to talk about that. Now, I used to say the cans were the best beers on everything. No, it's really not.
It depends.
There's been some beers that actually taste better in the bottle, like Heineken. Heineken tastes way better in the bottle to me than the can. And same with Stella Artois.
It just depends on the beer that you're drinking as to if it tastes better in the can or the bottle. Some
Right.
beers, they don't hold their carbonation as well, so when you open up a bottled beer, some of that
I would say,
carbonation can be lost.
Yuengling is definitely my favorite in the can. I like the bottles, but definitely the can's better.
I'd have to agree with you on that.
Yeah,
It's way better.
It's more
in the
carbon.
can.
I like the carbonation of the can better. It to me it tastes similar to a draft beer
Yeah,
more than a bottle does.
I would have to agree with you on
Yeah.
that.
See, that's why I'm glad you brought that up, because it's not necessarily the can or bottle so much. It's how it's done.
But on this one, going back to this one right here, I think it's got a very golden, as you can see, texture to it. A lot of golden. And it's got a very distinctive aftertaste. Not too overbearing, but it's very. You can definitely tell the aftertaste. It's got a bite, and I like that on the aftertaste. So
Great upfront taste, and it's
What
got
would
a
you-
good aftertaste.
what would you say on this one? What would you give this one?
8.5.
8.5. I'll go with that. 8.5.
That sounds about right. Yeah. It's like I said, it's a classic beer. It's been around for a long time. Excuse me, y'all.
I really like this one
it's a-
too.
it's a
So
great
I
beer.
say 8.5 on this one. I'm with
Right,
him.
8.5.
And